touristy here, the first word that we gotta cover, and the place tourists. No, we have not done this topic, bro. We have not done this. I checked it. We have not done this topic. We talked about hometown. You talked about hometown. Remember? And in hometown, basically, you got to describe your city and the town and stuff. So basically, it's kind of close. So, yeah. Okay, the place tourists come a lot. Yes, it's basically you don't like it. Like if you don't like that, hey Daisy, how are you doing? So you don't really like it. For example, let's say we have all visited this type of city, like full of gift shops and tourist buses. It's not necessarily a negative thing, actually, but we may not like cities that are too busy and often the prices in cafes and restaurants are inflated. Inflated means high. So, because, more tourists means higher prices because there are a lot of people visiting from different countries with higher value in their currency and stuff. So they just, local people might want to charge them a little bit more. So that's why it's a tourist, like we can call that place a touristy place. Yani turistlar ko'p kelishadi, lekin bizga unchalik yoqmaydi chunki u yerda turistlarning effekti yomonroq. Misol uchun Toshkentda turistik city, it's hard to move freely. Ya'ni erkin yurolmaysan, hamma joyda turistlar bosib ketgan. Yes. Cosmopolitan. I think we also talked about this word, cosmopolitan. It's like it's a city or place with a lot of people from different backgrounds, different culture, coming from different cultures, coming from different nationalities and stuff, right? So a city like London is often described as a very cosmopolitan city. London is a cosmopolitan city, guys. Like there are a lot of people from different countries. Every corner you turn, you hear a different accent. You go into a restaurant, the staff are from many different countries. So like there are people a lot from different countries. Yeah, multicultural, multinational, cultural diversity is huge, you might say. Right. Okay. Now the next one is thriving, doing really well economically. So it's basically, I get ekonomikasi kuchayotgan davlat nima bo'lsa, ya'ni shunaqa shahar bo'ladigan bo'lsa, demak nima desak bo'ladi, thriving. So thriving deb aytsak bo'lar ekan. Okay. The city is thriving ever since the end of winter. There's a lot of activity. The restaurants are busy. Even the tourists are back. So this means that it's doing very well in terms of economy. Doing well economically. Vibrant. Well, places that are full of energy and life. So vibrant city, for example, if you say vibrant city, it means the city is full of energy and life. Like people are moving a lot, people are doing great. So let's say vibrant city. I think I think nowadays because you explained. Yes, yes. Because we talked about these words in the first lesson about hometown. So not all of these words, but some of these words. Most of these words, I believe. I don't know. So, um, where was I? Where was I? Yes. So, a vibrant city. Nukus, I think nowadays Nukus is has become a really, really vibrant city because there are a lot of people moving out, especially in the evenings. You see a lot of people walking around, taking a walk, talking to their, you know, friends and girlfriends and whatever. So it's like vibrant, I think most. Okay. Bustling. So do you know what bustling means? Oh, you act so smart. Tell me about bustling. You don't know. Eh, I'm kidding. I think you know that as well. We talked about this word. Places that are full of people, trade, and business, which is active all day. So it's a very busy city. If you talk about bustling city, right? It's a very, very busy city. Hmm. Hustle and bustle, crowded and busy, busy, busy. Uh-huh. Yeah, I've showed picture related to that word. Oh, really? Yes. Oh, yeah, I did. I did. I remember now. Okay. Deserted. What is this? Deserted, it's the opposite to vibrant. It means, empty or almost empty, no people around. So during the times of COVID, many city centers around the globe were deserted, deserted, or deserted island, for example. Yani taşlandık. Boş, gitgen, taşıp gitgen. Last year, I went to a deserted island with yeah, Chernobyl. That's right, like a desert, isolated, secluded. Yep. Oh, Fazilet, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. You are, well, I think you know everything about me now. Polluted. Well, this word is not that much of a challenge, I guess. Dirty air and water is dangerous for people's health. Blah, blah, blah. Right? It's very dangerous. So I think it doesn't really make sense to talk about this a lot. Polluted, polluted city. I talked about a polluted city, right? I talked about a polluted city. I talked about Samarkand, but I don't really know if Samarkand is really polluted or not. I think that Samarkand is one of the most beautiful cities in Uzbekistan. I have nothing against that city, guys. I just, wanted to talk about some place polluted, so I just picked Samarkand because it's a very, very touristy place. That's what I did. Australia. I don't know about Australia though. Maybe that is also kind of polluted place. Unspoiled. So unspoiled place, it's a place that people didn't really, do a lot of harm or didn't really touch, like, you know, Wilmington still retains its old world charms. However, we usually use such a word to describe parts of nature or forest parks in our cities. So we talk about nature, forests that people didn't do anything to, they didn't change, they kept the state that they were before human arrival, human settlements. So I think it's very good to say unspoiled, but it's really hard to find such places. Do you know any unspoiled places in Uzbekistan? I think you don't know. There's no place. I mean, except I don't really know. Like maybe you know that. Unspoiled places. You don't know. You don't know. That is too bad. Well, yeah, I mean, on this time. I mean, even I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Everywhere I go, I mean, there's something that people have done. So it's really hard for me to say that. There's actually no place, I guess. Middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere. What is that? Middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere. We talked about it earlier. This means um it's like it's like that deserted place, like it's deserted, but there are people there. Like it's really hard to get there. It's really far away, but there are people. There are people, but it's like really far away. So very remote, far from any city or town. It's like really hard to get there, basically. So the campsite was in the middle of nowhere, so I couldn't phone you. So it was like really, really far away. You know, I think you do. No go area. Huh. No go area. Hey, we know that word. But it means a different thing, no go area. For example, in cities as well, inside the city, there might be some no go areas. So it's really hard to compare these two. No go area, what is that? It's an area that you cannot go simply because if you go there, there's going to be a bad thing happening to you. It's dangerous. Yes, it's dangerous. Not human friendly places. Yeah, it's not human friendly. It's like when you go there, it's a very bad thing. Sprawling. Sprawling city. It's sprawling city means it's like a growing city, a city that is growing big in numbers of population and like, buildings and stuff. So covered with buildings across a large area, often ones that have been added gradually over a period of time. So sprawling city, it's like big city that is even getting bigger. So somewhere in this sprawling city, there's a secret laboratory. Yes, somewhere in Nukus, actually. Nukus is also kind of getting better, getting bigger, I guess. There have been many buildings, built like really, like when you look back a couple of years ago, there were less buildings than we have today, and it's even getting bigger. And I think it's a very good sign. Sprawling city, sprawling country. I think you cannot really say that. Country, how can a country get bigger? Like territory. I mean, if it really gets bigger, I mean it's like it means war. It means war, man. Okay. This is a sprawling city. Take a very good look at this. This is a sprawling city, guys. Oh yeah. You see this? This is a sprawling city. Modern sprawling town. Yeah, sprawling town as well. You can say that. Sprawling town, sprawling city. Um, so it means the city that is getting bigger. Sprawling handwriting? I don't know. Handwriting. How can a city? Oh, how can a writing get bigger? I don't understand. Chain store. Chain store. Chain stores are a group of shops that belong to a single company, have the same appearance, and sell similar goods. For example, Coca-Cola has several chain stores in Nukus. I've seen a lot of them. So, what kind of chain stores do you have in your place? We have Coca-Cola. It's like, yeah, it's like branches. Yep, sure, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Yep, 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 yep. You're right. You're right, bro. You're 100% right. Bonasens? What is that? Bonasens? Uh, like, what does it sell? Bonasens. Do they sell bones? Oh, clothes. Yeah, clothes. Okay. Yeah, chain stores are like this. For example, Subway have a lot of other chain stores. For example, this is a chain store. This is a chain store, chain store, chain store, chain store, chain store, chain store. They are smaller. Oh yeah, Karzinka, Karzinka. We have Karzinka. Why didn't I talk about that? But Karzinka is really big though, so I think you can call it a shopping mall, probably. So the outskirts. Let's talk about outskirts here. Outskirts are the areas that form the edge of a town or city. So the edge of a town. Hey, Evos, what is that, Evos? I don't understand. Is it like what does it sell? Because one day we were playing a bet with Alex and he was saying like if you got more stuff, I'm gonna send you Evos, but he never did. It's very sad. Oh, shawarma. Wow. I think I'm gonna talk about that to him. I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm gonna have that close ties with Alex though. Okay. The areas that form the edge of a town or city, the factory is in the outskirts of Nukus. So the factory mean is in the outskirts. This is the outskirt of Nukus, let's say. This is not actually Nukus. Nukus is not that big. The Nukus. This is the outskirt. This is the outskirt. Outskirt, 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 outskirt. This is the outskirt. This is the outskirt, 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 outskirt. Yep. So these are the outskirts. So do you live on the outskirts or in the center? Center of the city or the outskirts of the city? Outscored now, outskirts. This one, bro. This one over here. Outskirts. Both. But how? Do you have a shadow clone? Nukus is in the outskirt of Uzbekistan. I wouldn't really say so. I think Nukus is not really on the outskirt. On the outskirt. Nukus is around here, right? Oh, I could have gotten the map of Uzbekistan. Okay. Yes, it is on. Really? Yes. Shopping mall. Let's talk about shopping mall. Shadow clone jitsu. Yeah, I was going to say that, bro. Ninja art. Super beast scroll. Okay, shopping mall. It's a very large building or buildings containing a lot of stores and restaurants, usually with space outside for parking. So that large shopping mall is crowded. Let's say this one is, what is this? I don't understand. I mean, I don't know the whole name, but this is a shopping mall. There are many, many other places like McDonald's, and many, many shops and stores, like really huge. This is a shopping mall. See? Places of interest. Let's talk about places of interest. Oh, that was it. That was it. Dubai Mall, Hilton. Uh-huh. So places of interest, buildings that have a particular interest for visitors. So it's like, buildings and places that might attract tourists and visitors, basically. For example, while we were traveling, we visited a lot of places of interest in London. There were basically in London, there's a Buckingham Palace? Do we have that in London? I don't know. I forgot that. Yes, yes, of course. We went there. It was great. I'm not really sure though. Whatever. It's just an example. Went there, and there was actually a very good building that could that building of like there was a museum though. Yes, I remember museum of old stuff, very very old stuff. So that was a place of interest. So, for example, this is a place of interest. What is this? Do you know, guys? No. Khiva, Bukhara, no. This type of thing is a place of interest. This buildings and stuff. For example, Taj Mahal is a place of interest. Okay. Or in Samarkand, for example, in Samarkand there's oh my God, I'm dumb, I'm stupid. What was that? Uzbekistan. Oh my God, how can I forget? I cannot believe myself. Chankala. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is Taj Mahal, so this is a place of interest. So, what kind of places of interest do you like to visit in the future? Can you um can you tell me what kind of places of interest? Actually, I haven't really given a thought though. Myself, let's say, hmm, I think Nurullaboy Palace, palaces of interests. Ooh, it's not palace, it's place, bro. Place. Places. Switzerland is not a place of interest. Switzerland is a country. Eiffel Tower. Yes, now that you mention it, I think I really want to go there. Eiffel Tower. Grand Canyon, yeah. Burj Khalifa, no. I don't know. It's just Burj Khalifa. Even if I went there, I think I wouldn't really care to spend a lot of money on that, bro. Louvre, yes. I visited there actually. Dazzling. Dazzling means extremely attractive or exciting. Statue of Liberty, yes, that's right. hmm Merlin, what do you mean, Merlin? Dazzling means extremely attractive or exciting. It's basically about countrysides and stuff or cities. It's not actually mainly used for this type of things. It's not used for people, you know. So don't say my friend is dazzling. Don't say that. Your friend is not dazzling. So a dazzling countryside. For those who lived in the countryside in the past, take a very good look at this. Doesn't this, look similar? Like when I was looking at this picture, I remembered my childhood. Oh my God. This countryside is dazzling. I remembered everything, man. Chasing after cows and stuff, taking care of them. Oh my God, bro. And actually, speaking of remembering, there was a very good word when you can use when you talk about remembering good stuff about the past, the good stuff. Remembering, can you remember that? And there's also another word you can use when you don't remember something. So there are two words that I'm telling you right now. Please tell me we've talked about a lot of them. Back in the day, yes, there's a word, but remember, it's synonymous with remember. Yes, places, of course, Sabina. Recall, reminisce, that's right. Although I think it's written in you have a spelling mistake. Yes, fazilet, that is right. Fazilet ke doğru. Wrong. Okay. So now remember, rejoice. Yeah. Oh, I am actually surprised that you remember that word. Okay. Well, now there is another word you can use when you cannot remember something. When you cannot remember it. Can you tell me what that is? I am waiting. I can wait for 25,000 seconds, although milliseconds, although it is really long now. Forgot. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, it's so simple. I need another word. It's like idiom or something. You don't remember? Oh yes, Shahruch, that's right. You are 100% right, brother. I am proud of you. I mean, that's absolutely, I'm proud of you, man. Shahruch, that's right. Draw a blank. Draw a blank. Everybody drew a blank when I asked them the question, but you didn't, which means you're perfect. That's amazing. Here is lightning for you. Yes, that's right. Peaceful countryside. Peaceful countryside means countryside without violence. Yeah, you couldn't read between the lines. But I didn't really say anything though. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. This village has been peaceful for years. There hasn't been any robbery or mugging. We talked about mugging before. So what does mugging mean? Yeah, it's a very good place, Daisy. Mugging, it's actually synonymous with robbing, but robbery, I would say, I think let's say burglary. Okay, burglary. What is that? Burglary? Burglary, means getting into the house and getting a lot of stuff. Of course, by stealing. Mugging is stopping people in the street. Like when, if you say, yeah, uğrası. Mugging, it's like when you stop people in the street and ask them for money, and then you say, hey, I'm going to kill you if you don't give me $10 right now. $10 right now, or you're dead. Isn't this countryside as peaceful, right? Look at this. Imagine living here. Imagine living here. It's a very, very good place. Running down this hill, hey, and this house. So this place is very peaceful. I like that. Hey, that's about it. I think we know a lot of words related to these type of stuff. I mean, like I didn't really include a lot of the words, but these words are the most important when talking about countrysides and cities. Sprawling, peaceful, dazzling, like very, very cool words. Now, let's talk about a bit about grammar. So, always in writing task one and speaking, basically you got to talk about some stuff, you got to compare them. And comparatives and superlatives on IELTS speaking are a must. No. So let's talk about them. Here's an example speaking test question. Do you think your hometown has changed much in recent years? So give me your uh, sample answers, and then that's it. Like just sample answers. So has changed. You should use basically comparative, right? Comparison for 100% sure. So do you think your hometown has changed much in recent years? I don't think so. Okay, a couple of more lines would do better. Boss? What's that? Dramatically modified for the past few years with high-rise buildings, shopping malls. Yes, high-rise buildings. Yo, that's great. Back in the day, my place has changed dramatically. So back in the day, my place has changed. O'tmishda o'zgardi bo'ladigan has. Why? You should talk about now. Okay. I'm gonna wait for 2 seconds. 1, 2. What the hell? Hey, guys. Oh, wait. What? What is this? Oh my god. Damn, bro. It's crazy. Somebody's inviting me for dinner. Okay. Hmm. Yes, but I mean, that's not that surprising. It has changed enormously. Around 20 years ago, you would barely find tall buildings in my area, but now you'd easily be able to catch sight of skyscrapers and tower blocks there. Okay. Bro, I think you're good. Yeah, of course, I can see many changes because of technology. So you should explain why. Okay, technology, what good does it, do for your city? What did it do? So please tell me. Cars or other stuff. Then okay, I will include you. Okay, don't. Absolutely, yes, plenty of skyscraper buildings. Skyscrapers, that's it. Constructed and modernized a lot like cities, plus shopping malls number increased recent years. So the number of shopping malls increased. Okay, there are many shopping malls. Okay, changed dramatically. There are more people in modern. So yeah, I think Behruz has used a better language. Just not a guy, obviously, who invited. Honestly, there are not G, not J. No, it's a different person. Honestly, there are dramatic changes in there, and change stores settled in many more places of interest open in order to provide with entertainment for people. Provides entertainment. That's it, not with. Yes, and I think I'll take my chance. I'll take my chance, of course. I mean, there's another synonym. No, not a synonym. But she's cute. Okay, let's not talk about this, guys. I know I started this, but okay. Now, do you think your hometown has changed much in recent years? There are more people and more buildings. Well, this response answers the question, but the range of language is quite limited. So the examiner won't be able to give a higher band score, right? There are more people, more buildings. What is that? Okay. There's nothing to get. There's nothing to, get. There are far more people. So now there's another example. There are far more people. So the city is more populous and far more buildings. The city is more industrialized. It's become much more cosmopolitan. So by adding the adverbs and using your voice to emphasize these words, you can convey much stronger feeling and show a much wider range of structures. It's essentially the same answer, but the second response gives the examiner a much better idea of a person's English language ability. So there are far more people and far more buildings nowadays. It's become much more cosmopolitan, actually. Like something like that. It's Of course, there are two separate answers, but they actually talk a lot about it and they emphasize a lot. So it's better usage, far more. So it's a very cool word. And one word can actually change it, guys. Use of one word because it's a lot better structure. Here's another example question. Do you think it's more important to earn a large salary or to be happy in your job, guys? Please let me know. Oh, it is. Wait. Oh, oh yeah. Johnny the King. Johnny the King, everybody. Come on now. Come on. So it's important to earn a large salary? Like, do you care about salary or to be happy? Play on Ms. Bro? What do you mean? What do you mean? I am energetic. So use comparisons. Why you add far? Why you add far? Far is nima deydi? Intonatsiya qo'shadi-da. Intonatsiya qo'shadi far. Intonatsiya qo'shadi va nima deydi? Naturalroq so'zlashadi. More people degani far more desa kuchaytirib bir odamga bir qanaqadir darajada feeling qo'shishingizga yordam beradi. There are more people degandan ko'ra, there are far more people nowadays. Like it's better. It's better. Yes, of course. Bunga yes, of course deb javob berilmaydi axir. Bu yes no question emas-ku. Large salary or happiness. Yes, of course, because whenever I don't get a well paid salary means I don't get paid well, or I don't get a substantial salary. I would say I can't stand it anymore. Firstly, money gives dope to people. What? It's dope to people. I don't know why dope. Dope means great, but here it doesn't really make sense. It gives money. Firstly, money gives enthusiasm to people you know, so it's essential to hold my consistent happiness and finances. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, this one is better. Yep, it is. It is not a crucial one, but it is one of the aspects of being satisfied with your job. But what about the happiness? You're not talking about happiness. You're not comparing. Compare. Given the fact that gaining luxurious wage is more important, given the fact I wouldn't really use that, but I think yes, it's a cool word. It's a cool word. Yes, given the fact that gaining luxurious wage is more important than job. Oh yes. Oh my God, that makes sense. However, being in the friend zone, I mean, friend colleagues treatment. Friend zone, it's a different stuff. Friend zone, it's a different stuff. Do you know, guys, what friend zone means? Friend zone, it's when you want to, um, we don't want to be in a relationship with others, with the girl or with a boy. I mean, and then it's like if they say, I mean, boys are not going to say friend zone, I guess, but girls are going to be friend zoning you. So if you say, "Hey, I want to be your, boyfriend," and then she might say, "Oh, we're just friends." No, but you're my best friend, and that's it. Again, here's a lower band score example. Lower band scores would answer like this: it's more important to earn more money than be happy in your job. That's it. How can we make this response better? Well, it's as important to earn a high salary as it is to be happy. It's as important to earn a high salary as it is to be happy. I would much, here's another again, I would much rather be far happier in my professional life than to earn a lot of money. So I'd rather be far happier in my professional life. It's a very, very good structure. It's advanced. Instead of saying blah, 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 like, it's more important to earn money, you can say it's as important to earn money, to earn a high salary as it is to be happy, or I would much rather be far happier in my professional life. So these are basically the words that you can use. Far better, far better, far more, far higher, far happier, much more as adjective as, right? So these are the things that you can actually use. Far better, far higher, far more. So you can compare this, compare with these things, or it's as important to earn a high salary as it is to be happy. You can say it's as exciting, it's as exciting as living in a countryside, for example. Living in a city is as exciting as it is to live in a countryside, probably. Okay. So when you're comparing, you make sure that you stress it, like far exciting, or far more exciting, or far more people, far better, far higher, far happier, far more enjoyable. It's like that. It's pretty much easy, I guess. So you would get better. Far more girls. Yes, far more girls. That's right. Absolutely. Take your chance. Take whatever chance you have. So, why are historical cities popular, guys? What do you think? Oh, okay, okay. Sam, you should just write some examples of yours. I mean, some answers basically. That's what you got to do. But now that you say it, it's it's pretty unfortunate because I'm going to talk about it right now. I was waiting for others. Can you guys send me real quick? Can you guys send this real quick right now? Send your answers real quick so that I can check them. Good job. And everybody get some I'm on the fence for this. First off, all it's a Business, happy, and chillax. What? I swear to God, man, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm on the fence for this festival. It's a bee's knees, happy, and chillax. It sounds like a rap. I'm on the fence for this first of all. It's a bee's knees, happy, and chillax. Yeah, I don't understand. Bee's knees. Yes, I don't understand, bro. I mean, chillax, I don't understand what chillax is. Okay, you're taking too long, guys. Oh, second to none. That's what we learned. Why don't you use that? Literally, I am clueless about history stuff, but I guess these particular places become places of interest to people. Yes, because of its marvelous actions and happenings. I think this is because they have a unique style, have a unique, a not n, a, because it sounds U. It sounds like it starts with W. What Y? What the hell? Yes. I think this is because they have a unique style that we're not used to see. Moreover, they can inform about the history about people from the past. History of people. Of. I guess it's one of the places of interest. Places. One that is made खूप नरसाना one बोला तो. It's one of the places of interest that attracts tourists besides historical heritages. Heritage historical heritage is our identity that tell people who our ancestors were and where they lived. That's right. Reminds us people and things were different in the past. Moreover, unique historical and cultural sites give places identity. Okay. On top of that would be great. On top of that, you know what I'm saying? There are some reasons why ancient places are popular. One in this, I think it's like identity, but also yakkelik thing among the yakkelik. There are some reasons why ancient places are popular. Firstly, there are plenty of buildings that attract far more people, even if they live on other continents of the earth, other continent. Okay. Secondly, people can be aware of the traditions of any other country. This is the main attracting reasons. These are the main attracting reasons. I guess. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I think my answer is not that good, but I think it's decent. Well, I think the stories behind those places are the ones that draw all the attention. For example, in Italy, Colosseum, a place where gladiators battled each other to death, the place that represents braveness and hunger for blood. People want to see this place because whenever they go, they feel the same emotions that people in the past went through. That's why historical cities are popular. I talked about Italy and Colosseum because I read a story about that. So I just talked about it. Yeah. I also heard that in Italy you might actually get malaria in Colosseum. Among Colosseum, there's a disease called malaria, and when you get it, I mean, it's really hard to get rid of that one. All right. Why do people go to other cities? There are a couple of reasons, actually. Why? Why do they go? Well, there are several reasons why people travel to other cities. One of them is recreational purposes. So recreational purposes uh, mean it means to relax, basically, to relax and enjoy, to relax, basically, to relax, to let loose, to relax, recreational purposes. People want to be away from the stress and hectic lifestyle in their cities. Hectic lifestyle. We also talked about hectic lifestyle. I guess you know that. Spending some time in another city just helps to loosen a little bit. Loosen. Nima degani edi loosen? Little. Lekin speaking the little, this is what? Little. Little bit. Little bit. Loosen degani shu open upga yaqinda. O'zini yengil tutish degani. Open up просто gaplashish shu, loosen o'zini yengil tutish. Ha? Deb yengil tutadi odam boshqa joylarga borib o'zini yengil tutib, zo'r ekan u yerda. Dam olaylik qani. Naqa. So if you loosen up, or if you loosen up, you can also loosen up actually. Loosen up a little bit. It means you are just getting, like moving freely and enjoying yourself. Enjoy the change of air, havoni o'zgartirish, so havo o'zgargan boshqa havodan rohatlanish degani. The other reason could be that people go there with working purposes, right? With their working purpose. Some cities offer more jobs than others, and this definitely grabs the attention of job seekers. Job seekers are people who, seek jobs, escape conflict, to find love. Yeah. So yeah, change of air, recreational purposes, and for jobs. So you better get the idea nolilar. Idea asosiy narsa. Bu yerda sample yodlashmas, faqat idea. Recreational purpose. Dam olish uchun ketarkan, hectic lifestylelardan qutularkan, loosen up, ozgina nima qilib, erkinlashtirib, change of air, ya'ni shuni rohatlanarkan va ish uchun ketarkan deysiz. O'zingizga o'zingiz summary qilib oling har bitta javobda. Keyin o'sha sizda o'sha ideyani banki bo'lasiz. You're going to be a bank of ideas, guys, if you do this. Do you think tourists may come across bad things in other cities? Why not? Yes, of course. But yeah, let's say. Mana javobimda, do you think tourists may come across bad things in other cities? Do you think so? Well, it depends on how far they are traveling, right? I said it depends on how far they're traveling. Oh, yes, culture shock and stuff, but it's about some cities. Yeah, culture shock, you might say that. It depends on how far they're traveling. So it's about how far. If the city they are going to is not far away from their own, they will hardly face bad things, as they might be familiar with some people there. So, I mean, there's not going to be a lot of bad things. The community is good. Well, if the city is another country or farther than that, then some problems might occur, right? If it is a city in another country, I mean, that's really hard, such as language barrier. So language barrier means, well, you don't understand what this word means, right? You don't understand what this sentence means. Oh, it's a language barrier. You don't understand this. So this language barrier. Yani boshqa tilni tushunmaslikda. Culture shock. So I think you know that. Homesickness, it's like when you miss home. You go to another city and you miss your home. So you might suffer from homesickness, or you might be homesick. Impossible. On top of that, it's a better word. City. Yeah, okay, we're gonna talk about that later. On top of that, if you don't know anybody and can't find a place to stay, you might also get robbed. Yes. You might also get robbed. Mana ideyalar, demak, qanaqa ideyalar bor ekan bu yerda? Ideyalarni ayting menga. Mana shu javobdan ideyalarni ayting menga. Ideya kerak menga, iltimos. Agarda siz judayam mehribon bo'lib, menga mana shu savoldagi ideyalarni aytsangiz, siz dunyodagi eng yaxshi va eng zo'r insonga aylanasiz. Rahmat. Language barrier, homesickness, you might get robbed. How far, right? Yes, it depends on how far, how long traveling, dependence, language difficulty, homesickness, accidents. Yes. Uh-huh. Culture, language barrier, culture shock, homesickness. Yes. Qarang, mana shu ozgina so'z. Sizda bitta mana shu tekst 3 4 5 6 7 qatorlik tekst yodingizda qolmaydi bu. Lekin mana shu ozgina ideyalar yodingizda albatta qoladi. Tushunyapsizmi? Ideya oling, ideya. Ideya olsangiz sizga vashshe zo'r bo'ladi. Ishoning menga. Mana misol uchun boshqa har xil savol berishadi. Misol har xil bu savol tushmasligi ham mumkin. Ammo sizga ular nima deydi? Boshqa savollarga ham javob berib ketaverasiz. Boshqa savol. Traveling. Misol uchun travelingni yomon tarafi qaysi? Desa, well, language barrier, homesickness, culture shock, right? Yoki mana shu o'zingiz traveling qilgan paytingizda yomon misol uchun nima qanaqa bitta muammo bo'ldimi yoki bitta cityga travel qilgan paytingizda experience aytadigan bo'lsangiz, there was a huge language barrier. I mean, I went to China like for 1 week with my brother, and it was a huge struggle. The first thing I faced was a huge culture shock because in China you're not allowed to walk, walk. I don't know, walk into a house and stuff. Walk into a house with sandals, like it's really bad. And when you eat sushi, you got to do a lot of stuff, and it was a really shock to me. And I missed my home. Like ko'ringiz mana shu idea bo'lsa, the language barrier, culture shock, homesickness. I almost got robbed and stuff. Like you can say, shunaqa har bitta ko'rgan savolingizmi sampledan idealar olib keting. Sandals, yeah. You cannot wear sandals in China, like at home, I guess. Of course, we cannot also wear sandals here, but jet lagged. What do you mean jet? I mean the lagging, right? Okay, guys. I think that's about it for today. That was very, very sleep problem. That was a very amazing lesson we have. I think we talked a lot about it. We thought. Oh, and yeah, I thank you all. I thank you all being here for staying with me. And there are a lot of bad feelings about my course. I know. I doubt that I'm going to be organizing a speaking course and stuff like courses. I think I'm not really going to be doing that anytime soon. I feel really bad because I'm barely managing, as you can see. So I know I'm you might also complain like, oh my god, for example, I gotta admit the lessons should be on time and stuff, but I have a lot of offline groups and stuff. I gotta take care of them, and man, it's a real drag. But I think I'm going to be finishing every lesson, and it's going to be this time is going to be good. 11 p.m. every day. 11 p.m. I can make it, guys. For 11 p.m., everything is going to be good. And yeah. What about your invitation from another girl from another mother? Well, I am going to reject it. I'm really busy nowadays. And besides, I mean, why would I bother to talk to that girl, man? Like, nah, bro. I mean, I'm not really into her, so. Yes, 11 p.m. I'm really energetic right now. Y'all bilmayman shu. Abu tum hi ho, yum ki tum hi ho. मेरी आशिकी अब तुम ही हो जान भी मेरी आश भी मेरी आस है अब तुम ही हो yeah. Okay. Hey guys, you better sleep. Go ahead and sleep. Okay. You better hit the sack. Hit the sack. Hit the sack means sleeping. Hit the sack means sleeping. Yes, hit the sack. It's a very cool word, guys. Okay, talk to you later, guys. Okay. What? I'll say expert speech. Okay, okay, bro. Okay. Oh, answer and test the sample. Yeah. Okay. I also forgot it. I don't know. Actually, man, I sent it and I deleted it afterwards. Xo'p, mayli, sog' bo'lasiz, salomat bo'lasiz, yaxshilar, qadrdonlar. Mana shu bilan bugungi darsimiz o'z nihoyasiga yetyapti. Keyingi darslarda ko'rishguncha xayr. Albatta, yoshlarda.